In this video, we're gonna talk about how to handle objections in solar when you sell over the phone. Now, if you don't know who I am and you just stumbled across this channel, my name is Ivan, and I help people grow profitable sales orgs by being able to generate their own leads and sell over the phone and be location independent. Basically, how to handle solar objections like a pro. Because you want to be pro. When you're on the phone and you're not a pro, that's going to eat away from your profit. That's going to eat away from the profit of the company. That's going to eat away from the profit of the people that are in the company. And so let's go through all the objections. I mean, there's a lot of objections, but let's say the most common objections. What is like too expensive? I'm not interested right now. I just moved in, so I don't know what my bill is. I want to talk to the wife. The famous, I want to talk to the wife. I want to talk to the tooth fairy. I want to talk to whatever. Now, what's happening is that these objections, when they come up, most of the time, it's already too late. I'm not saying that you can't handle them, but you probably heard this, and obviously we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught if you're in sales, is that the best way to prevent an objection is by slicing it before it ever occurs. And so what I mean by that is if you know people are going to bring up, hey, I want to talk to the wife, or I need to talk to the wife, you don't wait for it to take place. You cover it before it takes place because it most likely will. And even if it doesn't, you're going to want to assume that it will happen and that they are going to want to talk to their wife, they are going to want to talk to their husband, and they are going to want to talk to the tooth fairy, and you're just going to want to assume that. Why? Because that will serve you the most dividends. Being able to assume that they're going to have objections along the way is the surest way to ensure yourself that you're going to get a sale. I'm not saying getting an objection is bad. You can always obviously get that. But I'd rather have questions, and a question is different from an objection. If they have an objection, then that means you haven't done a great job, or your script, if you're following the script word for word, which is what we teach in our trainings. Again, if you're following a script word for word, right, and the script's not going through, hey, I need to talk to my wife, or, going over how to tackle that, how to handle that, then it's probably not a great script, to be honest with you. In our trainings, we always have, word for word script, especially when people are starting out. Always follow a word for word script to ensure that they're staying on track and they're not just talking out of their butt, pretty much. So now another thing I wanted to say is that, okay, let's say you've missed that part and they actually do come up with an objection, which is, hey, I need to talk to my wife. I think it's too expensive. I'm gonna sell the house. What you wanna do is you wanna have the script on one side and then you wanna have the rebuttals on the other side. Like, don't wait for it to happen for you to be like, oh, I'm not sure how to do that. I'm not sure, don't freak out. You want to be prepared. And so you want to make sure that you are prepared for when it happens. You can imagine a perfect sale, but don't assume that it's going to be a perfect sale all the way throughout. Always need to, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst, if that makes sense. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a massive thumbs up so we can boost the YouTube algorithm, and also share with a friend. If the conversation ever comes up, bring it up. Hey, I know a guy that talks about solar, and send them the link to my channel. Now, I'm super excited to announce that we're coming out with a course. It's gonna be absolutely mind-blowing. We're gonna go through every single little detail. We're gonna talk about how to generate your own leads, how to not rely on marketing agencies, how to be able to literally generate your own leads using social media and other methods. I'm gonna show you how to sell over the phone. We're gonna show you our scripts. We're gonna show you exactly how our sales guys close over the phone. We're gonna go through such in-depth training that is actually applicable, and you can take and you can apply it in real life immediately. It's not gonna be one of those courses where you just watch video after video after video after video to the point where you fall asleep, and you get nothing out of it. This is gonna be something where you take the information and apply it immediately and get results immediately. You wouldn't have to wait for it. And that's the biggest thing. So again, I don't wanna bore you with too much information. But that's it from me today. If you're still watching, I appreciate you. I love you. And I'll see you again on the next video.